have women's basketball facing off against Toccoa Falls College, followed by the men's basketball team hosting those same Screaming Eagles. For the women's game, Wildcats enter today's contest with a record of 12-7, riding a 3-game winning streak. Toccoa Falls enters with a record of 3-21. They lost to Johnson University of Florida 59-56 in a close one down in Toccoa, Georgia on Monday night. This is the second meeting of the season between these two teams. Back on November the 10th, Johnson and Wales went on the road and beat the Screaming Eagles 78-34. So Wildcats will be looking for the season sweep in this one today and improve upon their 12-7 record. They are currently ranked number 4 in the latest USCAA coaches poll that was released on Wednesday, their highest ranking of the season, which is good as we get down to national tournament time. The Wildcats looking to defend their national championship, won in 2018. So we'll see how this one goes today. Turn you over to PA announcer Chris Plano, who will have today's national anthem and our starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Johnson & Wales University Wildcat Center as your Wildcats host the Eagles from Toccoa Falls College in our 3rd annual Play for KYOW women's basketball game. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this afternoon's national anthem. I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano, welcoming you to the Wildcat Center Gym for this afternoon's women's basketball game. Now for the starting lineup for this afternoon's contest. First, for the visiting Eagles of Toccoa Falls College, a 5'4" freshman playing guard from Toccoa, Georgia, number 2, Ariel Jackson. A 5'8" freshman playing guard from Tampa, Florida, number 13, Jessica Jackson. A 5'8" freshman playing forward from Byron, Georgia, number 14, Delana Smith. A 5'7" junior playing guard from Waynesboro, Virginia, number 20, Jordan Poole. A 5'3" freshman playing guard from Kingston, Georgia, number 22, Whitney Harris. And a 5'4" junior playing guard from Walhalla, South Carolina, number 23, Grace Crowell. Toccoa Falls College head coach Kevin Hall. He's assisted by Ada Dawo and Tyler Chapman. We got it, sorry, we got it corrected. Yeah. Right, I had it misplaced on here, we're good. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on your feet and greet your defending 2018 USCAA Women's Basketball National Champions, your Johnson & Wales Wildcats. A 5'8" freshman playing guard from Eden, North Carolina, number 2, Haven MacArthur. A 5'8" sophomore playing guard from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 14, Chase Muhammad. A 5'9" junior playing guard from Durham, North Carolina, number 23, Jada Morgan. A 6' junior playing forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 32, Anisha Hankerson. And a 5'4" senior playing guard from Bennettsville, South Carolina, team captain, number 4, Bianca Covington. Your Wildcats are coached his inaugural season by Aaron Paranuk. He's assisted by Malika Connor.
All right, fans, there you have it, the starting lineups for today's contest between the Wildcats and the Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls. We're ready to jump this one up. First of two here today, the annual Pink Out game, Play for K. I have a special ceremony at halftime. We'll carry that for you as well. So Jackson and Hankerson jumping it up. Tip goes to Muhammad, Wildcats control. Attacking the goal to your right. Toccoa Falls opens up in a 2-3 zone. Wildcats swing it across over to Covington, the left-hand side. Dribble handoff now to Muhammad. 10 to shoot. Morgan has it now. They throw over the top to Hankerson. Hankerson loses it into the hands of Jordan Poole, who clears for Toccoa Falls. It's across the timeline. Wildcats go man-to-man. Crowell has it now up top to Harris. Harris over to Smith. Smith back up top to Poole. Poole launched a three, no good. Covington there on the rebound. Muhammad brings it front court for the Wildcats. She looks to drive, and they're going to get a foul on the drive. Looks like they're going to get Crowell on that one. Excuse me, that'll be on Whitney Harris. Her first, team's first, so Wildcats will have out of bounds underneath. Muhammad to trigger it in. Throws out top to Morgan. Morgan now right wing to Muhammad. She throws across the defense. Entry pass tries to go to Hankerson. Ball's tipped away by Poole. It'll stay with the Wildcats, 21 to shoot. So Poole, good job early, being very disruptive on the defensive end for the Eagles. Muhammad throws it in underneath to Hankerson. Easy layup there. Anisha gets the first 2 points of this one off the inbounds assist from Chase Muhammad. Poole now with Covington on her. She dribbles to the middle of the floor. Gets it over to Harris, left wing. Almost picked off by MacArthur. Jackson controls it. 8 to shoot for the Screaming Eagles now. 5 as Jackson has it. She gets it in. Layup attempt by Crowell's no good. Muhammad clears the rebound. Wildcats have MacArthur streaking ahead of the field. They can't find her. She gets good post position. They get it to her. Shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Harris. Toccoa Falls tries to push now, and Crowell can't corral that one before she travels, so the turnover gives it back to the Wildcats. So 2 minutes gone, just 2-0 for Johnson and Wales. A couple turnovers each way. Morgan now over to Muhammad, swings it to Covington. Covington throws back over to Morgan. Muhammad will pump the three, and it's good. Beautiful in rhythm three there from Chase Muhammad. 5-0, Wildcats ahead. Eagles try and cut it to get it to Harris as she's cutting down the lane. Pass picked off by Hankerson. Covington now has it front court for Johnson and Wales. She throws it to MacArthur, who's got deep post position. A little too deep to get the shot off. She gets it back out. Morgan has it now. Little 15-footer, no good. Offensive rebound Covington and Hankerson knocked it away from each other. It comes down in Harris's hands, and they're going to get a foul on Covington as she goes for the steal. So it'll be her first and also the team's first. Toccoa Falls a trigger in at half court. Jackson has it now. Back to Poole. Poole drives, left-handed layup, no good, but she's going to be fouled. They're going to get the foul on Muhammad. It'll be her first. Jordan Poole will go to the line for 2 free throws, the junior guard from Waynesboro, Virginia. First one up and good. So Toccoa Falls on the board. And Poole converts both. Morgan has it now. Cross court to Muhammad. She cuts inside, goes off the glass and in over Delana Smith. So 5 quick points for Muhammad, and that is the margin for the Wildcats. They lead 7-2. Smith with it now. A wrap on her left hand. Pass deflected by Hankerson, but still gets it to Crowell. Crowell uses a screen, kicks it out to Poole. Poole now drives, kicks it back out to Smith. Her three up and good. So Smith knocks down a first three of the game for Toccoa Falls. They cut the margin to 2, 7-5. 4 minutes gone by here, first quarter. Muhammad will pump the three again, in and out. Weak side rebound by Covington. Her layup, no good. And Poole gathers it for Toccoa Falls. She gets past Covington on the defensive end, kicks it out to Harris. Harris's three, no good. Rebound comes down to Hankerson after it's tipped out of Covington's hands. Wildcats have it in the front court now. Covington, entry pass to Hankerson. Hankerson turns, goes off the glass, and scores. That was a little bit further out than Anisha usually likes to operate, but she made it work nonetheless. 9-5. Hankerson has 4 in the early going, coming off a 27-point outing in the comeback win over Bob Jones on Thursday night. Shot no good. They're going to get an offensive foul on Poole, it looks like. She went crashing into Covington there. Covington, position established outside the restricted arc. We'll get the first sub of the game as Kayla Kent comes in for Haven MacArthur. So Kent has it now. Kicks it to the baseline to Covington. Back to Kent. Kent goes around her defender, drives, can't get it to go. Hankerson offensive rebound, up and good. That's the old Hankerson twofer right there. Offensive rebound and a bucket. Toccoa Falls has it front court. Poole with it, looking for an open teammate. So now she'll dribble between the circles. She gets it to Harris. Harris over to Crowell. Crowell looks to drive, gets cut off, kicks out for Jackson's three. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Covington. Wildcats looking to push now as Muhammad has it. Free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Delana Smith, and Toccoa Falls loses it, and it'll stay with the Wildcats. So a couple of subs in for the Screaming Eagles. Ariel Jackson and also Suggs. Don't have a first name on Suggs. She was a late addition to the roster. Hankerson gets the inbounds. Jumper no good. Poole with the rebound. Pass ahead for Jackson. Recovers it. Poole now. She'll stroke the three. No good. Offensive rebound to Jackson. Her shot bothered by Hankerson. Hankerson gets the offensive rebound but throws it away as Suggs gets it, but she travels. Trying to gather it there. So dueling turnovers on that possession. And the Wildcats will keep it. 3:43 left, 11-5. Kind of a slow start to this one. Kent now has it right wing. Throws it top of the key to Muhammad. Now back to Kent. They're trying to find Hankerson. Morgan, short corner jumper, no good. Rebound by Poole. Poole with Covington all over her. They get it in the corner to Jackson. Jackson gets it to the other Ariel Jackson, and it'll stay with Toccoa Falls. Couple subs coming in for the Wildcats. Justice Wallace, number 1, and number 42, Shannon Martin, making their first appearances. Both Justice and Shannon played really well. They're in a big 40-9 run in the comeback against Toccoa Falls. So 9 to shoot. Poole has it, kicks it out to Harris. Harris's 3 up and good. So good drive and kick offense there for Toccoa Falls. They pulled in 3, 11-8. Kent now, left wing. Throws it to Martin in the left corner. She gets cut off by Poole. Back to Kent now, top of the key. Back out to Martin. She'll pump the 3, a little too strong. Jackson comes down with a rebound. Hit ahead to Poole. Poole back to Jessica Jackson. Her 3 is good again. So 2 back-to-back threes for the Eagles, and they've knotted things up at 11. A little over 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Wildcats get it inside to Hankerson. Hankerson scores and gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Suggs. Her first. It's going to be the 3rd team foul. Hankerson will be at the line for 1 shot. We're going to get Kaylee Martin checking into the game for Toccoa Falls, replacing Jessica Jackson. Also, Kiera Lloyd's going to make her first appearance. Going to give Chase Muhammad a blow, as is Brianna Walthall. She's going to wait and come in for the shooter. So if Hankerson makes his free throw, she'll get a breather. Shot is up and good. So Walthall will come in. So Wildcats with 5 reserves in the game here. Decide to throw a little 3/4 court press on Toccoa Falls. Poole beats it easily. And now she dribbles down the lane. One-handed runner is up and good. So Poole takes advantage of the spread out Wildcat defense. Nice through for the layup. 14-13. Kent leaves it off for Justice Wallace. Her jumper no good. Ariel Jackson comes down with the rebound for Toccoa Falls. She gets cut off by Martin, so she'll circle back and reset. Poole has it now, and we're going to get a moving screen on Toccoa Falls. Foul's going to be on number 2, Ariel Jackson. It's her first, team's 4th. As she was trying to set a screen for her teammate there, just didn't quite get set. So that turnover gives the ball back to Johnson & Wales. Lloyd has it now across the timeline. Goes right wing to Kent. Right corner to Martin. She gets it back to Lloyd. Her free throw line jumper no good. Fight for the rebound comes down in Jordan Poole's hand for the Screaming Eagles. Jackson has it now over to Harris. Harris kicks it back to Ariel Jackson. Now Poole has it top of the key, 8 to shoot. Back to Jackson. She'll pump the long 3. No good. Misses everything. Ball comes down in the hands of Justice Wallace. 48 seconds left. So see if the Wildcats want to go 2 for 1 here. Shannon Martin shoots the long 3. It's good. 17-13. Wildcats back up by 4. They will get the last possession as there's about a 7-second differential. Shot to game. Poole now gets it over to Ariel Jackson. Jackson to Suggs. Right side, top of the key to Martin. 11 to shoot. Martin gets it over to Harris. Harris to Poole. 5 now for Toccoa Falls. Poole gets it back to Harris. Her 3 is good. 7 seconds. Wildcats 5-3 as Lloyd dribbles front court, steps through, does not get a shot off where the quarter runs out. So 17-16, Wildcats up by 1 after the first. They'll be back in 1 minute. Wildcats shoot 7 of 19, 36.8% in the first quarter, 2 of 4 from deep, 1 of 1 at the foul line. Toccoa Falls 5 of 12, 41.7%, 4 3-pointers, 9 attempts. They're 2-2 at the free throw line. Toccoa Falls out rebounds the Wildcats 10-8. 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover for Johnson & Wales, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers for Toccoa Falls. As Johnson & Wales has a 1-point lead here to start the second quarter. Screaming Eagles will have the ball to start this one. So they have Martin, April Jackson in the game for the first time, Ariel Jackson, Poole still on the court. As Martin will pump the 3. It's good. And Toccoa Falls up by 2 as they're hit 5 threes now in the first 10 minutes and 20 seconds of this one. Wildcats back with their starters. Covington now looking to get it to Hankerson. She gets cut off, dribbles baseline, tries to go up. Hankerson offensive rebound, gets it back to Covington, and her turnaround jumper is good. So Bianca Covington ties the game, 19. Martin now gets it over to Harris. Harris to Poole. Poole drives on Covington, kicks it out to Harris. Harris leaves it off for Jackson. 8 to shoot. Poole will shoot the 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Hankerson. She outfought April Jackson for it. So 3 Jacksons on the Toccoa Falls roster. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Kaylee Martin. She tried to cut off Chase Muhammad there. Chase was driving to the free throw line. So Wildcats will inbound underneath the basket. Muhammad will trigger in. Fresh shot clock. Top of the key. Jada Morgan all alone. She tries to get it to Haven MacArthur, but Poole intercepts the pass. She gets it ahead to Martin. Martin to Jackson. And we're going to get another charge as Muhammad did a good job of getting back and establishing defensive position to take the charge from Ariel Jackson. That'll be the second personal foul on Ariel Jackson and the second on the team in the quarter. Covington gets it quickly into post to Hankerson, kicks it back out. 3 on the way from Muhammad is perfect. Well, that was right down our eye line, and that one looked good as soon as it left her hands. Wildcats up by 3, 22-19. Martin over to Poole. Poole gets it to Harris. Harris uses the Poole screen but gets cut off. Now April Jackson has it. Gets shut off in the corner, tries to get it to Harris underneath the basket, and they're going to get a foul on Chase Muhammad as Harris hits the floor hard on her head. They're taking a look at her. She's getting up slowly. I think she's going to be okay. She's definitely going to feel that one for a while. Toccoa Falls is going to get subs back in the game. Prowse coming back in, as is Jessica Jackson. And they'll take out Ariel Jackson and Harris. So they're going to have Crowell shoot the free throws for the injured Harris. First one up and good. Kiera Lloyd comes in for Muhammad. Second free throw also good. So Lloyd will run the point with Muhammad on the bench. She's out there with the other 4 starters. They get it into Hankerson. Hankerson turns, gets her shot partially blocked by April Jackson, and Poole gets the rebound. Crowell has it in the corner. She gets it to Jessica Jackson. Now back to Poole. Poole with 14 on the shot clock. Crowell has it now, trying to find a cutting Martin, but can't. And then she throws it away to Covington. Covington on the take. She gets her shot blocked, and the ball comes down in her hands. She's on the side, on the end line. So it'll be a turnover, and it'll go back to Toccoa Falls. Good defense there by Poole as she blocked Covington's shot. And then Covington playing good D. Ball goes off of her foot, out of play. So Toccoa Falls will trigger it in again, this time with a spot throw. Jessica Jackson has it now. They get it over to Martin. Martin across the timeline to April Jackson. Crowell has it. Back top of the key to Poole. Poole gets a screen from April Jackson. Drives, layup, good. So Poole scores to give Toccoa Falls a lead at 23-22. Lloyd, right wing to Covington. Covington top of the key to Lloyd. Back to Covington. Covington drives, layup, up and good. Rolls around and then goes down. And she got that one past the outstretched arms of April Jackson. So Covington puts the Wildcats back and forth, or back in front in a back and forth affair. 3 in the air for Jessica Jackson, no good. Lloyd skies for the rebound. Brings it quickly front court. Covington has it. High post to Hankerson. She kicks it out to Morgan. Morgan back to Covington. 15 to shoot. Covington top of the key. Lloyd trying to find Hankerson. They can't get her the ball. And they'll get a travel on Covington as she started to drive down the lane but took too many steps. And we'll get 2 subs for the Wildcats. Wallace and Kayla Kent in the game. They'll replace MacArthur and Morgan. So 6 minutes exactly left in the second quarter. 24-23, Wildcats ahead. Good defense there by Kent as she prevented that pass from Jackson. They get it back to Poole, back to Jackson now. She dribbles and gets her pass taken away by Covington. Covington ahead to Lloyd. Lloyd trouble gathering it, and she gets called for the travel. Coach Pernick asking, she didn't have the ball, how could she travel? His pleas fall on deaf ears. So Wildcats again go with the press. Martin has it now across the timeline as she gets her pass stolen off the double team. Lloyd has it, tries to go all the way, Euro step, and she gets fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line. They're going to get the foul on Jordan Poole, her second. 13th foul of the quarter. Lloyd at the line for 2. First shot up off the back iron, no good. Second shot forthcoming for Lloyd. This one up and good. And we'll get a timeout called by head coach Kevin Hall of Toccoa Falls. Is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Check the stats. Wildcats 10 of 24 from the field, 41.7%. 3 of 5 from deep, 60%. 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Toccoa Falls 7 of 16, 43.8%. 5 of 12 from deep, 4 of 4 at the line. Rebounding battle is tied up at 11. Wildcats have 7 assists on their 10 made field goals, so that's a good sign. Also 4 steals and 5 turnovers. Toccoa Falls has 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 8 turnovers. So 5:32 left here. Wildcats up by 2. Kind of a slow start to this one. Toccoa Falls will have the ball underneath their own basket. Wildcats again are going to go with that little 3/4 court press that's gotten them a couple of turnovers the last 2 possessions. Now they back out of it. As Martin almost turns it over but gets it to Jessica Jackson. Jackson back to Martin. Now over to Delana Smith. Left corner to Jackson. She dribble hands off to Smith. 8 to shoot. Hankerson on her. Smith will take the long jumper. Doesn't get anything. Ball saved in, but it goes right to Wallace. Wallace gets it to Covington. Martin behind her. Covington tries to find Hankerson, but too much traffic, so the Wildcats will reset. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Kayla Kent has it now. Right wing. Lloyd. Back to Kent. Kent will pump the 3. No good. Rebound comes down in Martin's hands. Martin quickly ahead to Crowell. Crowell, 15-footer, up, in and out. No good. Covington with the rebound as the Wildcats quickly push back the other way. Lloyd has it now, top of the key. Back to Covington, left wing. Lloyd, high post to Wallace. Wallace drives, shot up, no good. They're going to get Jackson holding Hankerson from getting that offensive rebound. So it's going to be the 4th team foul of the quarter on the Eagles. And we're going to get subs, number 11, Anna Montgomery, coming in for Toccoa Falls for the first time. And Martin and Morgan back in for the Wildcats. Martin, top of the key. Open for a second, but does not take the 3. And then Lloyd loses it out of bounds. So it's careless turnover there for the Wildcats. So Montgomery will run the point. She gets it to Crowell. Crowell to Jordan Poole, top of the key. Looks at the 3, decides to drive. She gets it to Smith, long 2, no good. Offensive rebound to Crowell. Crowell gets her layup attempt blocked by Morgan. Rebound comes back to her. And Toccoa Falls will reset. Jessica Jackson has it now, top of the key. She drives right, hand off to Poole. Poole with Lloyd on her, gets a screen from Smith. Almost turns it over, but Montgomery has it. Now Crowell, 3 in the corner. Off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound comes to Jessica Jackson. Poole now will stroke the 3, and it's good. So Toccoa Falls goes back in front. 26-25, 3:15 left. Kent has it. Back top of the key to Lloyd. Now back to Kent. Inside to Morgan. Morgan turns and face. Her jumper no good. Poole with the rebound. Gets it down low to Crowell. Crowell cut off. Back out to Smith. Poole calls out the offense now. 17 to shoot. Montgomery has it. Right wing. Finds a cutting Jessica Jackson. Her layup up and good. And Coach Perinook's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30 as the Wildcats have fallen down by 3 here. They have 3 subs waiting to come into the game. Be Covington, MacArthur, and Muhammad. But we're going to get a 30-second timeout first. Just a reminder that after this one ends, about 20 minutes later, we'll have men's basketball between these same 2 teams, Toccoa Falls and Johnson & Wales. So stay tuned for that one if you can't be here in person. So out of the timeout, Wildcats go with Wallace, Martin, Muhammad, Covington, and MacArthur. Toccoa Falls gets Ariel Jackson back in the game. So Jackson, Poole, Crowell, and Montgomery for the Screaming Eagles. Muhammad kicks it over to Covington. Covington drives, runner in the lane, up and good. Pulls the Wildcats back within one. Covington has a big recruiting section here from her hometown today, as it's the last weekend home game of her career. And Jackson gets loose on a back cut, and they find her for the layup there. 30-27, 2 minutes left to play. So Muhammad gets it over to Covington. Covington holds it. Now back to Muhammad on the right wing. She fakes the three. Back to Covington now. Wildcats doing a lot of standing around on offense. Wallace has it, goes around. Haven MacArthur on the offensive rebound. She gets fouled by Poole. That's going to be the third on Poole, who is yet to be out of the game. So we'll see if Coach Hall decides to stick with her for these last 136 with three. Looks like he's going to get her out. Can't risk her getting a fourth here in the second quarter. MacArthur's first shot up and off the rim. So they're going to get Martin in for Poole. Second shot now for MacArthur. It's good. So 28 for the Wildcats, so they still trail by 2. Martin over to Ariel Jackson. And Jackson tried to throw it to Jessica Jackson. Jackson went to cut to the basket while Ariel Jackson threw out wide. And she threw it out of bounds. Suggs checks back in to replace Montgomery for Toccoa Falls. So the Wildcats get it to Covington. Covington to Muhammad over to Shannon Martin. She pumps the three off the glass and good. So Wildcats take the lead on Martin's second three of the day. Quickly Jackson front court, long two, no good. Muhammad gets the rebound. Wildcats look to push. It's a 4-on-2. Chase pulls up for the 10-footer off glass, no good. Martin gets the rebound for Toccoa Falls. She tries to hit ahead to Ariel Jackson. Her layup no good. Muhammad with the rebound. Now the Wildcats look to push the other way. Covington pulls up, 17-footer, no good. Offensive rebound to Justice Wallace. Her layup good. So Wildcats go from down 3 to up 3. 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Now turnover, yes. Martin loses it. Covington did the defensive job there. Martin touches it last, going out of bounds. So the Wildcats can hold for one here. 28 seconds, shot clock is off. They're up 3, 33-30. Wallace gets it, elbow, back out to Martin. She shoots the three, no good. Covington had the offensive rebound but lost it to Suggs. Suggs gets it to Jessica Jackson. 14 left in the half. Martin has it now inside the Wildcat head. Ariel Jackson, three to Crowell in the corner. That's good. So Toccoa Falls ties it up. The Wildcats aren't going to get a shot off before halftime, so we'll head to the break. Knotted at 33. We'll be back in about 14 minutes with first half highlights and statistics. Just a reminder, we'll have a special presentation here for the Play for K Pink Out game. And we'll turn things over to Chris Plano for that ceremony.
All right, before we begin our special presentation at center court, we would like to welcome our very own Johnson & Wales Wildcat cheerleaders to the center court area. How about a big hand once again for our very own Johnson & Wales University Wildcat cheerleaders. Thank you, cheerleaders. Welcome once again to our third annual Play for KYOW women's basketball game here at Johnson & Wales Charlotte. Thank you for those that wore pink today. It's greatly appreciated. I'm joined at center court by Johnson & Wales Charlotte Athletic Director Coach Trudy Lacey and also Johnson & Wales faculty instructor Chef Cece Krelitz. Coach KYOW was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 1987. She passed away in 2009 after a 22-year on-again, off-again battle with the disease. Coach Yao fought that battle in the public arena. Her hope was to inspire others to make a difference in a fight that impacts each and every one of us. The KYOW Cancer Fund was officially founded in December 2007, fulfilling KYOW's vision to support advanced research, extend the quality life for those battling cancer, and provide hope. So, what is Play for K? Uniting players, coaches, and fans alike to do something for the greater good that far exceeds wins and losses on the court. The Play for K initiative is our largest fundraiser and plays a major role in everyone's success. The pink phenomenon in women's basketball began during the 2004-2005 basketball season when Coach Yao's cancer recurred after being in remission for 17 years. Play for K is the grassroots fundraising initiative of the KYOW Cancer Fund. It was originally called Think Pink and then later Pink Zone, and most recently and finally, Play for K. Women's basketball teams wore pink in honor of Coach Yao and those battling cancer. In 2007, this movement resulted in the establishment of the KYOW Cancer Fund and its Play for K initiative. For the past 11 years, numerous sports groups and organizations have hosted Play for K fundraisers like today that have resonated with their fans and the community, all while raising funds for the KYOW Cancer Fund. Play for K events allow members of the basketball community to play a part in the fun simply by doing something they love, that's playing ball. Coach KYOW wouldn't have had it any other way. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Athletic Director and Coach Trudy Lacey, who had the honor of playing under KYOW at North Carolina State University. Coach.
Thank you, Chris. I tell Chris, real men wear pink. Real men wear pink. Thank you. I see you. Thank you so much for coming out today to support this very special cause. It is a personal endeavor for me. As Chris mentioned, I had the great opportunity to play for Coach Yao. She was an Olympic coach, a Hall of Fame coach, a teacher, a mentor, a friend, and it's hard to believe it's been 10 years since she passed away. But it was incredible for me to have the opportunity to play for Coach Yao, to know her since I was 12 years old, which really probably wasn't really that long ago, but no, and the last 3 years of her life, to watch her in her battle against cancer. I have, in my lifetime, not seen a person fight with such faith and courage and mental toughness. Coach Yao, throughout all of her treatment, she continued to coach. She actually checked herself out of the hospital to go coach against Carolina the night that they named a floor after her. She was so sick that she couldn't even walk to the locker room to talk to the team at halftime. But that just shows you her level of dedication. And she, I think above all else, gave us hope that we can beat cancer. I mean, I think, and Cece can talk about this better than I can, I think the very first part of it is believing that you can beat cancer. And so we want to continue to help those who are in the fight or who are survivors to have that hope. And the last thing I'll say before I pass it over to Cece, Coach Al was a tremendous teacher of life. In her last lesson to us, she actually made us a video. There's only 147 of us that play for Coach Al. And in that video, she asked us to become a kinder, gentler version of ourselves. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm very competitive, but I made a commitment to give back, and this is part of the way that I am honoring Coach Al by us participating in this game. The last thing I want you to know, that this is a nationwide campaign in women's basketball across the country, but we are the only USC AA school that participates. So I think that we should give our school a round of applause for stepping up to fight this cause. So anything that you can do to contribute, we are so very grateful. And I am honored to have CC here, who works with us and is very supportive of all that we do. CC, thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over to you.
And I want to thank Trudy for asking me last year and again this year to talk to everybody. As a almost 9-year ovarian cancer survivor, I owe my life here, being alive, to the research and the women that came before me who didn't have the survival that I did. Women's cancer throughout the country is underfunded. And when you think that you can't give, you can. Even it's a penny. If you got a penny in your pocket, throw it in that jar that they're coming around with. It's the only way that we're going to find a cure for the variety of cancers that women experience. The one thing I can say is that hope is something that every cancer patient that I have ever met, been proud to have met, lives with hope. Because if not, it's too bleak. It's way too bleak. And anyone in here who has been part of that, because when you're diagnosed with cancer, it's not just you, it's your family, it's your children, it's your spouses, it's your coworkers. And we as people have had it, and I'm sure there's some people here in the audience who have had it and experienced, we see the pain in your eyes as the family member, the friend, the coworker, the spouse, the children, and it's your hope, and then your hope has to take over when sometimes we give up hope because perhaps the treatments are too painful and things like that. It's just too hard. Cancer sucks, I'm not going to lie. It's not like a day at school, everybody, when you think your day. Some of my students are out there, they go, oh, today sucks. I'm like, well, it does, but you'll get over it. Cancer does suck, and it's not a club anyone in here wants to be a member of, but there's amazing women in that, and for that, I am grateful for having experienced that. Unfortunately, I meet too many women now who continue to be diagnosed with cancer, and the only way we can battle that is with money and research into that and just supporting that community. I'm so proud to be here as a survivor and to help Trudy and the basketball team here to help raise money. Thank you, and go Wildcats.
Thank you. Cece, we love you and we appreciate you being here and spreading the hope and the fight against cancer, and we have a small gift for you. And once again, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Any support that you can give, we greatly appreciate it, and we'll continue the good fight and beat this cancer thing. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right, let's give it up once again. Athletic Director Trudy Lacey and Johnson Wales Charlotte Chef Instructor CC Krelitz. Thank you. We are going around with the jars. If you'd like to give, we will take anything. Change, dollar bills, $5 bills. We are also selling pink T-shirts. We are selling pink T-shirts at the promotions table. They are $20 if you'd like to buy a shirt. All the proceeds are going to the K-Yow Cancer Fund. We are taking donations as well. We are passing the jars around. But if you are interested in a pink jersey, they're for both males and females. We have them for sale for $20 at the promotions table. You can check them out. We'll have them on sale during the women's game and also the men's game this afternoon. Thank you once again, Coach Lacey and CC Krelitz, and thank you for those that are supporting the KYAO Cancer Fund. Also, we do have a website. If you want to give via your cell phones, all you have to do is go to kyao.com. If you go to kyao.com/JWU WBB. Once again, you can go to kyao.com/JWU WBB, and you can donate online as well if you'd like. But thank you for those that are, the jars are still going around. Thank you once again, and we'll have those jars throughout both games this afternoon at the promotions table. Thank you once again.
All right, so we're back here courtside, halftime, 33-33 all between Toccoa Falls College and Johnson & Wales. Halftime stats, Wildcats shoot 13 of 34, 38.2%, 4 of 8 from deep, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Toccoa Falls shoots 11 of 27, 40.7%, 7 of 15 from 3 for 46.7%. They were perfect 4 of 4 at the foul line. Wildcats trail in the rebounding battle 18-17. They have 5 offensive rebounds, 4 for Toccoa Falls. Johnson Wales has 8 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 6 turnovers. Toccoa Falls has 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 10 turnovers. Individually, for Toccoa Falls, they're led by Jordan Reed with 9 points. Jordan Poole with 9 points. On 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 4 from deep, 2 of 2 at the foul line. 7 points for Jessica Jackson. She has 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep. She also has 2 rebounds. 6 points for Whitney Harris, 2 of 3 from the field, also 2 of 3 from 3. 3 rebounds for Harris. 5 points for Grace Crowell, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, and 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 3 points for Kaylee Martin. She made her only field goal attempt. It was a 3. And 3 points for Delana Smith. She was 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Ariel Jackson, Anna Montgomery, April Jackson, and Suggs all played but did not score in the first half for Toccoa Falls. For the Wildcats, they were led in points by Anisha Hankerson with 9. She was 4 of 6 from the field. She made her only free throw, has 5 rebounds. 8 points for Chase Muhammad, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Chase. 6 points for Bianca Covington, 3 of 6 from the field. She has 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Also 6 points for Shannon Martin. She was 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. 1 point for Haven MacArthur, 1 point for Kiara Lloyd. Jada Morgan played but did not score, as did Brianna Walthall and Kayla Kent. So that gets you up to date on the halftime stats as we get ready set to go for the third quarter here with Wildcats and the Screaming Eagles all knotted up at 33 apiece. So Wildcats are going to go with their starters, Hankerson, MacArthur, Morgan, Covington, and Muhammad. And Toccoa Falls goes with Martin, Jackson, Smith, Kaylee Martin, the only non-starter to start the second half, Crowell, Poole, Jessica Jackson, and Delana Smith. So Wildcats have it to start the third quarter. As MacArthur has it at the free throw line, she kicks it out to Muhammad. Muhammad drives, layup off the glass, no good. Hankerson offensive rebound, and she scores. So the Wildcats get a good shot from Chase Muhammad, but she can't score. Anisha gets the offensive board and the layup, and they take a 35-33 lead here on first possession of the third quarter. Poole strokes the 3 around and good. So Poole stays hot and puts Toccoa Falls back up by 1. It's their 10th 3 of the afternoon. Muhammad now has it cross court. She'll try the 3. In and out, no good. Crowell comes down with the rebound. She tries to get it to Jessica Jackson, but MacArthur there to swat it away. Good defensive play there. So Toccoa Falls on inbounds from the near sideline. They get it backcourt to Martin. Delana Smith has it now. Tries to get it to a cutting Poole. Ball knocked away by Hankerson. Comes down to Muhammad. Muhammad, little stutter dribble, drives to the basket. Chase thought she got fouled, so did I. Officials don't say anything, just give the ball to the Wildcats out of bounds. 21 on the shot. They throw it down low to Hankerson. She goes off glass and good. Second time the Wildcats have gotten Anisha wide open on the inbounds play. So Wildcats back up by 1, 37-36. Crowell has it now. Top of the key. She'll pump the three off the back of the iron. Hankerson corrals the rebound. Morgan gets it on the hit ahead from Muhammad. She throws it back top of the key. Chase wide open. That three's in the air. Short off the front rim. Crowell comes down with it. She waits for traffic to clear. Where she brings it across the timeline. She gets over to Martin. Martin starting for Whitney Harris, who took that hard hit off of her head. I'm not sure if she's going to play again in this one. As Poole has her shot bothered. The Wildcats get the rebound. Covington has it now. Right wing. Throws it cross court to Morgan. Ball's taken away by Jackson. It comes down in Crowell's hands. So the Wildcats turn it over. Smith. Hankerson daring her to take the three. Poole will. No good off the front iron. Morgan comes down with the rebound, the weak side. She takes it, hands it off to Muhammad. Muhammad throws it, tries to throw it to MacArthur. Passes just a little too high. Goes off MacArthur's hands and out of play. So turnover gives it right back to Toccoa Falls. Martin gets her pocket picked by Covington. Covington layup, good, and she's fouled by Martin. So she'll go to the free throw line for a shot. Wildcats up by 3. Martin upset with herself, having a conversation with Coach Kevin Hall over there on the sideline. Free throw no good by Covington. Jackson with the rebound. Jackson loses it off her foot. Ball taken away by MacArthur. She gets fouled by Crowell. So the Wildcats now with a couple of turnovers forced on their own. Coach Hall wants a 30-second timeout. It's going to be the first foul on Crowell, second on the team. So Coach Hall wants to talk about things with his team, with his squad here, as they're down by 3 now, and Wildcats will have possession. 6:58 left. We'll keep it right here. As a reminder, we have men's action between these two teams coming up approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And then we will have Wednesday night, senior night for Christian Creswell with the men's basketball team, as Warren Wilson comes to town for the second of the 2 annual matchups between USCAA rivals. So be with us 6:45 for that one, for the senior night ceremonies on Wednesday night. And then 7 o'clock tip-off for that one. So we're out of the timeout here. Toccoa Falls gets number 2 Ariel Jackson in the game to replace Crowell. They got some water over on the sideline that they're going to get taken care of. So Wildcats get it in. Morgan has it now. Back to Muhammad. They throw it high post to Hankerson. Hankerson turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Gets in, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. We'll see who the foul is on. They're going to say it's on Ariel Jackson. That's her third. So Toccoa Falls starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble here, with Jackson with 3 as first free throw goes, and also Poole with 3. They'll get Suggs in for Smith. Hankerson's second shot, also good. So the Wildcats up 41-36. They'll get Justice Wallace and Kayla Kent will come in for Hankerson and Haven MacArthur. So Coach Perinack going to get Anisha Blow with the Wildcats up by 5. Wildcats again with the three-quarter court press. And nearly another steal. Chase got her hand on it, and then she does take it away. And she's going to the basket. Layup no good. Bianca Covington offensive rebound. Her layup is good. Wildcats up 43-36. And another turnover. Muhammad gets it again. And this time she's going to be fouled by Jackson, and that's going to be 4 on Jackson. So in short order, Jackson picks up 2 quick fouls. She's going to have 4. Toccoa Falls looking down the bench. They're going to get Crowell back in the game. As Jackson's going to have a seat. Still 16 minutes left of the play in this one. She's got 4 fouls. So Wildcats triggered in. They go right to Justice Wallace. Wallace turns, shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Suggs. Suggs hasn't had anyone to throw it to, and she throws it away. Jackson thought that Poole was going to get it, and Suggs thought Jackson was going to get it. The ball sails out of play. Wildcats get Shannon Martin in the game to replace Covington. So Muhammad now to Kent, top of the key. Kent off of a screen from Justice Wallace, and she gets a layup to go. So Wildcats 45-36, their largest lead of the game at 9. Martin crosses the timeline. So it's Martin on Martin. Wildcats Martin on the Eagles Martin. 15 to shoot. Poole has it now. Right wing. Tries to find Crowell. No one gets cut off. Jessica Jackson has it now. 7. She drives to the middle of the court. Her shot blocked by Muhammad. Rebound comes down to Wallace. Muhammad now streaking up court, kicks over to the wing. Martin's 3 is in the air, short, and they're going to get Jada Morgan with an over-the-back foul. So first team foul on the Wildcats, just the first on Morgan. Kira Lloyd will check in for Muhammad. Also, Covington will come in for Martin. So Wildcats sticking with that three-quarter court pressure. Martin has it now, throws cross court to Jackson. Jackson has her ball tipped out of play by Morgan. So Toccoa Falls will have to trigger in from the near sideline. 5:14 left, 23 on the shot. They throw it back court to Kaylee Martin. Martin gets it to Crowell. Crowell with Kent all over her. She throws it across to Jessica Jackson. Jackson now drives to the basket, cut off, and they're going to get the foul on Jada Morgan. So that's 2 quick ones on Jada, but just her second. They're going to say the foul's before the shot, so it's going to be Toccoa Falls ball on the baseline. So Jackson looks to trigger it in. Saved nicely in by Martin as that ball is sailing out of play. And then she drives. Wild layup, no good. And she was a little out of control there. Kayla Kent gets the ball. She's got it for the Wildcats. All the way to the basket. Layup up and good. 47-36. Wildcats now have their first double-figure lead of the day. So Crowell and Martin playing catch. And nearly a backcourt, but saved in by Crowell to Poole. Martin has it now between the circles. She gets it over to Crowell. Now Poole, top of the key. She drives past a couple Wildcats and lays it up good. Sorely need a basket there for Toccoa Falls. They're back within 9. 4:15 left to play third quarter. Lloyd running the show for the Wildcats now. Gets it top post. Morgan, her jumper a little too strong. Defensive rebound, comes down to Suggs. She gets it to Poole. Poole kicks it over Martin. Martin's going to drive. Finds a wide open Suggs underneath. Layup is good. So the Wildcats lost Suggs there, and she able to get the basket. So a quick little 4-0 spurt brings Toccoa Falls back within 7 here. Coach Paranuck's going to tell him to slow it down. We're going to run a play. Lloyd calls it out as she dribbles between the circles. High post to Wallace. Wallace turns, free throw line jumper, no good, but Jada Morgan's alone underneath. Can't get the layup to go. Covington gets the offensive rebound. She'll drive, throw up a left-handed shot. That's no good. She fights Poole for it. Poole gets it to Suggs. Suggs out to Crowell. Crowell thought Crowell traveled there. Martin has it now. She tries to save it, throws a wild pass, and the Wildcats pick off. Now it's Morgan. She gets fouled. And she'll go to the line after some hectic end-to-end action that didn't produce much. It's going to be the second foul on Crowell. And Morgan will go to the line for 2 shots. Subs waiting to come in for both teams. And we had several trips without a whistle there. First free throws for Jada, up and good. So MacArthur, Muhammad checking in for the Wildcats. Hangerson will check in if Morgan makes this. April Jackson and Anna Montgomery come in for Toccoa Falls, and they replace Suggs and Grace Crowell. Second free throw also good for Jada. So Anisha will check in for her. 3 minutes to play exactly in the third quarter. Wildcats by 9. So Poole now, primary ball handling duties. She gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery dribbles into a double team. The ball goes off of MacArthur's leg out of play, so it'll stay with Toccoa Falls. Montgomery looks to trigger, gets it in to April Jackson. She's got Hangerson on her. Hangerson blocks her shot. Ball goes out of play. So it'll stay with Toccoa Falls, 16 to shoot. Kick saved that time by Hankerson as they were trying to find Poole on the inbounds pass. They're going to switch players now to take this, and Anna Montgomery's going to trigger in. And they're going to get a foul on 24, April Jackson. Her first, the 15 foul. No shots as is a team control foul, but the Wildcats will shoot the rest of this quarter. So Kent, right wing, throws across to Muhammad. Muhammad flashes it to MacArthur. MacArthur just throws it up. Hankerson had a hand on the rebound, but comes down to Covington. So the Wildcats will reset, 25 on the shot, 2:23 on the game. Kent now. Covington fakes the 3, drives, gets her pocket picked by Kaylee Martin. Martin 1-on-3, decides the better of it, circles back. Throws it to Jessica Jackson. Her 3 is in the air. Too strong. Ball comes down to Covington. Covington now on the push. It's a 2-on-3, so she'll wait for help. Gets MacArthur. Flashing underneath. MacArthur lets the defender go by her and goes up and under for the layup. 51-40. Nice work by MacArthur on that one. Poole has it now, front court for Screaming Eagles. Gets it out to Martin, top of the key. Jessica Jackson has it now. Poole, she'll shoot the 3, and it's good. So that cuts the Wildcat lead to 8 with 1:25 to play, third quarter. First 3 that Toccoa Falls has hit in quite some time. Kent now, top of the key. Over to Covington. Back to Kent, 15 to shoot. Kent's going to drive, running layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Poole. Poole had Martin ahead of everybody, didn't see her. Tries to get it to Montgomery. The ball goes off her knee and out of play, so another turnover for Toccoa Falls. Shannon Martin will check in for the Wildcats and replace Bianca Covington. So 1:01 left to play in the quarter. Wildcats will get a second possession here. Martin, left corner, now top of the key to Kent. Chase Muhammad, right wing 3, perfect. 54-43. Muhammad answers at the Toccoa Falls three with one of her own. So it's about a 12-second differential game to shot. Toccoa Falls gets it front court. Martin gets it to Jackson, and she'll be fouled by MacArthur. And MacArthur went to block her shot. So it'll be free throws for Jackson, 27.8 left. First trip to the line today for April Jackson. Freshman from Toccoa, Georgia. Same hometown as Ariel Jackson. So you got to figure they are sisters or somehow related. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound goes off of Hankerson's hands, saved in by Jackson to Jessica Jackson. She's stuck in the corner, gets it to Poole. Poole drives, runner and layup, no good, gets her own rebound, loses it. Shannon Martin picks it up off the ground. She gets it ahead to Muhammad. Muhammad gets fouled by April Jackson. Toccoa, Georgia, also the hometown of Jamie Hay from the Johnson Wells volleyball team. Muhammad will go to the line for two shots. 8.9 left in the quarter. First one is good. Covington will check back in for this last 9 seconds for defense. Chase's second free throw, also good. 56-44, Wildcats have their largest lead. Jackson brings it across, gets it to Montgomery. Her jumper on the way, too strong, and Jackson can't get a shot off before the end of the quarter. So Wildcats up 56-44. We'll take a break and be right back with the fourth quarter action. So back here, start the fourth quarter. Wildcats with three players in double figures now. Covington with 10, Hankerson with 15 to go along with 9 rebounds and 13 points for Chase Muhammad. Covington also has 8 rebounds. Toccoa Falls, 17 for Jordan Poole and 7 for Jessica Jackson as their top scorers. So Toccoa Falls not ready to get the ball in bounds. Officials place it down. They hustle over there. They do get it in. Martin has it now. Over to Jessica Jackson. Ariel Jackson back in the game with her 4 fouls. They're going to get a kick as Kayla Rogers also into the game for the first time today for the Johnson & Wales. So 17 on the shot. Montgomery triggers it into Ariel Jackson. Her pass picked off by Muhammad. Chase has it, 5-on-3. She'll shoot the little runner short, but Bianca Covington with the offensive rebound. Her shot no good. Justice Wallace on the offensive boards. Loses it. Scramble for it. Wallace gets it. And ends up in Covington's hands. So possession changed about 10 times there in the span of 2 seconds. The Wildcats come out of the scrap with it. They get it to MacArthur. She tries to dump it down to Wallace. Her pass picked off by Ariel Jackson. Montgomery has it. Runner in the lane is good. So Montgomery, her first 2 points of the game. 56-46. We tick under 9 minutes to play. Jackson went for the steal here. That leaves Kayla Rogers wide open. She drives, layup good. Right along the baseline there, unimpeded, as Jackson had gone for the steal. And Justice Wallach gets her hand on that pass, knocks it out of play. So they're going to get Crowell back in the game to replace Kaylee Martin. Montgomery now with Rogers on her. She throws it cross court. Jessica Jackson, three is in the air, and it's in the net. So that three is good. The 10th three of the afternoon for Toccoa Falls. 58-49. Wildcats lead trimmed to 9. Covington now, left wing, kicks it over to Muhammad. Her three no good. Ball comes right down to Kayla Rogers. Tries to lay it up, leaves it short. Jessica Jackson with the rebound. She tries to throw ahead to Crowell. Crowell, she saves it to Muhammad, though, for Johnson of Wales. So that turnover gives the ball back to the Wildcats. Covington going to pass, but she gets fouled. As she had found Wallace for a wide open layup, they're going to get the foul on Montgomery. Be her first, team's first of the quarter, so the Wildcats will have it underneath out of bounds. 7:50 left to play. So the Wildcats looking to trigger it in. They get it out top to Rogers. Fresh shot clock. Wallace has it. Free throw line. Short, misses everything. Ball goes out of play. So that turnover gives it back to the Screaming Eagles. 7:42 left. Jessica Jackson now brings it up. Crowell gets it front court. They go back to Jackson. Hands it off to Montgomery. She circles back to the top of the key. Left wing to Crowell. Crowell to Poole. Poole was going to fire the three. No good. Long rebound comes down to Chase. Muhammad on the push. She'll fire the long three. Perfect. Big three-pointer there by Muhammad to put the Wildcats back up by 12 as we go with 7 minutes left. And then she picks Poole's pocket, and she got it caught on her hip and travels before she can get the layup. So the turnover doesn't cost Toccoa Falls. They're going to get Hankerson back in for MacArthur. They're using Jackson now to bring the ball up against the press. She gets it taken away by Covington. Muhammad gets it, front court, top of the key to Hankerson. She swings it out to Bianca. Wildcats in no hurry here. Hankerson dives to the basket, loses it out of play. They're going to say Jackson touched it last, so 15 to shoot. Wildcats will trigger out of bounds underneath. Muhammad kicks it out to Rogers. Rogers, top of the key. Muhammad has it now. Throws it across to Covington. Covington fakes the shot, drives, uses a Hankerson screen, leaves it short. But Covington gets her on rebound. She'll reset, finds the open man at Rogers. Rogers loses the dribble, picks it back up, 22, 6:19 in the game. Rogers will fire the three off the wing. No good. Covington, offensive rebound, layup, no good. Wallace, she can't get it to go. Hankerson, no. Wildcats with so many opportunities, can't get anything to fall. But ball's last touch by Toccoa Falls, so it'll stay here. Another fresh shot clock for the Wildcats with 6:06 left to play. Delana Smith back in. Hankerson, and they're going to get a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Poole. That's going to be her fourth. So the second Screaming Eagle to pick up 4. The second team foul. Coach Pernick's going to call a 30-second timeout to draw up a play for what he wants to run in this situation. So we'll keep it right here. Shooting stats have dipped somewhat. Wildcats 23 of 66, 34.8%, 6 of 15 from deep, 9 of 12 at the free throw line. Toccoa Falls 17 of 43 for 39.5%, 10 of 22 from three-point line, 45.5%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So both teams actually shooting better from three than they are from the field in this one, which is, it's odd when one team does it. It's definitely strange when both teams do it. So the Wildcats are going to trigger out of bounds underneath. Muhammad again to do the honors. They get it to Hankerson at the elbow. She kicks it out to Covington. Her three, no good, short. Muhammad gets the offensive rebound. She scored. I don't think they're going to count it. They're going to say it was before the shot. So this foul is on, that's going to be the 5th on Ariel Jackson. So she has fouled out of the game. They're going to get Poole back in the game. She's got 4 herself. So the bench getting kind of short. We have not seen Whitney Harris since she hit her head off the floor in the first half there. Got to assume she's done for the day. Wildcats get it in to Hankerson. Quickly off the inbound, she dove to the basket. This foul is going to be on, it looks like Jackson. Excuse me, they're going to charge it to 14, Delana Smith, her first, team's 4th. Hankerson will be at the line for 2. First one up and good. So Wildcats now with their largest lead of the day at 13. Second one, no good. Justice Wallace, offensive rebound. Her layup, no good. Hankerson, offensive rebound, and she scores. So at one point at halftime, Toccoa Falls led the rebound count. Wildcats are now a plus 11 as they have just thoroughly dominated the boards in the second half. They get a steal, 3 in the air for Rogers. No good. Ball comes down to Kaylee Martin. She brings it front court for Toccoa Falls. She gets it over to Montgomery. Delana Smith has it now, holding it high top of the key. Trying to find Jessica Jackson. They get cut off by Wallace. They're going to get a kick on Muhammad. The Wildcats try to prevent that post-entry bounce pass. Jemiah Montesal making her first appearance of the game as she replaces Covington. Covington gets a nice round of applause from this big group of fans she has here today. So Montgomery's going to trigger it in. 5:15 to shoot. 5:21 left in the game. Smith has it top of the key with Wallace on her. She gets it to Poole. Poole uses an April Jackson screen. Jackson rolls to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Hankerson gets the rebound. Rogers has it on the push for the Wildcats. Left wing now top of the key to Muhammad. Jemiah Montesal with the 3, no good. Offensive rebound again, Kayla Rogers. Chase Muhammad has it now, back to Montesal. Montesal gets it to Justice. Justice running layup, too strong. A lot of contact there, no call. Wildcats up by 15, 4:40 left to play. Poole has it now. She loses it right to April Jackson. Her 17-footer is good. Jackson just caught that and put it up, and it was nothing but net. 64-51, 4:25 left to play. So Muhammad, Rogers. Now to Wallace. She kicks it to Chase for a 3. Ball is lost by Hankerson. Comes down into Poole's hands. We tick under 4 minutes. Smith now to Montgomery, over to Poole. Martin here. Toccoa Falls being very patient. They're quickly run out of time. 6-5 to shoot. Smith will fire the 3, partially blocked by Wallace. Wallace out ahead of the pack. They find her with that one. She lays it up, no good. But it comes down to Kayla Rogers. And Montgomery, I think, got hit in the midsection inadvertently by Wallace as she's down. They stopped the clock with 3.5 to play. She's trying to get up. And she is. So I think she's going to be able to walk that one off. So the Wildcats are going to get some subs in the game here. Walthall and Lloyd are going to check in, and Hankerson and Muhammad are going to check out. You got to think that may be the last time we see those two today, with the Wildcats now by 15. Martin has it now for Toccoa Falls. She gets it over to Jackson. Jackson front court to April Jackson. Doesn't step out of bounds, and she gets fouled by Walthall. Good aggressive move by April Jackson to the basket there. She'll go to the free throw line for a couple shots. The first foul on Walthall, the first foul on the team in the quarter. Free throw no good for Jackson. Second free throw, no good again. Offensive rebound comes down to Jessica Jackson. Crowell has it now. Kicks it out to Poole, playing with 4 fouls. Martin now has it, 12 to shoot. We tick under 3 minutes to play. Martin drives basket, layup, no good. Kiera Lloyd with the rebound. She waits for traffic to clear, brings it front court. Montesal, she has it, gets it to Rogers in the corner, back right wing. Entry pass to Walthall. Walthall has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Haven MacArthur will check in, and we'll get number 12, Hope Wallace, into the game for the first time for Toccoa Falls. So Wildcats trigger it in. Top of the key to Kayla Rogers. Lloyd has it, throws the bounce pass into MacArthur, and she's going to be fouled by, looks like, April Jackson. It is. It'll be the 5th foul on the quarter for the Eagles. So MacArthur will go to the line for 2 free throws. First shot up and good. (67-51). Wildcats now up by 16. Second free throw, no good. Crowell gets the rebound. She brings it across the timeline, gets it to Jackson. Jackson to Martin with Walthall on her. Crowell now, 3, top of the key, short. Walthall gets the board. Quickly to Kayla Rogers. She brings it front court. Now she'll slow it up. Walthall, free throw line. Tries to get it to Montesal off her hands, but right to Rogers. Her 3 is no good. And they're going to get Walthall over the back of April Jackson going for that rebound. Montgomery's going to check back in. She's okay, as is Suggs. They will replace Crowell and Jackson. So good few minutes there for Jackson for the Screaming Eagles. Looks like it'll probably be in a losing cause today, as we're under 2 minutes to play now. 67-51. Montgomery across the timeline, has her pass picked off by Rogers. Lloyd has it now. Lloyd dribbles past everyone, layup good. Kiera Lloyd with the basket there. 69-51, 1:38 left. Montgomery back to Martin, across the timeline. Wallace has it, but they call her for the travel. I think she saw a path to the basket and got her feet going just a little too quickly. So, turnover gives it back to the Wildcats. And no hurry now. Lloyd has it. Over to Rogers. Back to Lloyd. Back to Rogers. 15 to shoot, 1:15 in the game. Lloyd now dribbles, kicks it back to Walthall. Montesal to Rogers, her 3 with 7 seconds on the shot clock is good. Kayla Rogers with the 3-pointer, 72-51. But this game is going to end up, the score of this game is not going to be really indicative of how competitive this game was for a long, long time. Wildcats are going to win by a pretty healthy margin, but the Screaming Eagles came to play today and were game opponents for a good while. Montesal with the steal. She'll lay it up good. 36 seconds left, 74-51. As Montgomery crosses the timeline, she drives, kicks it off to Suggs. Her shot good. 74-53. Wildcats do not have to shoot. 25 seconds left in this one. Shot clock is off. So Coach Pernuck tells Lloyd just to dribble it out. And they'll run the final 15 seconds off of this one. So it's like 74-53 is going to be your final score of this one. And we'll take about a 15-minute break and be back with you for the men's game starting off at 5 o'clock. So we're ticked down, and final horn goes 74-53. Lady Wildcats win this one, improved to 13-7 on the season. And we'll be back in just about 20 minutes.